everyone to what I believe is now the third edition of Pop-Tarts and insert food here. Joined, as I am every time now, our good friend, Scott McFarland, Bosco's boys. Scott, thank you so much for joining us tonight on account. I know you're getting ready to fly off to the Green Isle, to the Emerald
Y-
Isle, and
Yep.
enjoy some Kansas State, Iowa State.
Yep. I wasn't originally going to do this, but then I was like, man, I'm not going to sleep the night before I fly anyway. So I'm doing this. I'm drinking all the beers, and I don't want to give away one of the pairings, but it's my all-time favorite beer, and I haven't had it yet. So I'm looking forward to cracking open the first pumpkin batch of the season, and I wanted to do it with all of you guys. So.
I appreciate you joining it. Just sleep on the plane. You'd be fine. Just sleep on the plane. And joining us as they are every time because they are the purveyors and providers of the beer of choice when we do a live taste test pairing here on the 1012 network. It is the fellas from Manhattan Brewing Company. Not a sponsor, but doesn't have to be because they're just some good old boys who make some good old drinks. Fellas, welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
thank you.
Well, thank you. This wouldn't be possible without you guys. Like otherwise, it would just be another time of me and Scott hopping on mics and chatting about something. But then you guys are so kind enough to not only join us, but provide us with what I can only imagine is going to be 4 cans of deliciousness to be paired with 4 pieces of toasted pastry goodness that I am very excited to do. I have yet to have. We did Pop-Tarts and beer before the Pop-Tarts Bowl 2 years ago. We
We
did
did wings,
Pop-Tart,
yeah.
or we did beer and wings ahead of in front of a wing fest that you guys do. And
Yeah.
now, because the Pop-Tart Bowl is sending their mascots to Ireland, because this is a matchup, not only the first ever ranked on ranked matchup in Ireland, not only the first Big 12 versus Big 12 matchup, the first matchup being the only 2 teams who have won the Pop-Tarts Bowl, Iowa State and Kansas State, Farmageddon Rentals, or as we continue to call it this week, Farm-O-Geddon, which just seems appropriate. I'm just like, we had to do this. The Pop-Tart mascots are going. The Aer Lingus college game has its own mascot. Like, we had to do this. This had to
They
be
better
done. I'm
send
sorry we couldn't do it last night.
the edible mascot over. I'm just saying. The winner has to eat a Pop-Tart.
I would love to see them out there with a Guinness in one hand and a Pop-Tart in the other. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, obviously it would be better with Manhattan Brewing Company beer, but
Obviously.
unless you guys plan on shipping enough over there for everyone, I think we might have to settle for a Guinness over there. All right, we need to kick this off because it's already 9:00, and some of us have work tomorrow. Some of us we'll have to fly to Ireland. Boo hoo, Scott over here. So Scott, since you were so kind enough to make sure and join us tonight, we have 4 pairings tonight that our good friends at Manhattan Brewing Company have selected for us. Scott, which one do you want to start with tonight?
Well, I'm going to defer to them. I don't know if there was a specific order. I don't know if you guys had curated an order that would best take us on a journey. If there is, please take us on that journey. Otherwise, I can come up with my own first pick, but I want to defer to the professionals just in
We
case.
we always like to go light beer to darkest beer. It's usually the way to do it. There are obviously some
Okay.
caveats in there. So, but I mean, as always, we always like to start everything off with Townie, just because it's such a great drinking beer. So, I
And
would
the
say
official
let's
tailgate beer of Bosco's Boys for the 4th straight year. So
boom.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so let's start it
Let me
off. So
just say,
Townie,
fellas,
say that again.
let's do it. So, I just want to say once again, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you here at my home, dropping these off. It was great to the girls appreciated some random guests in purple showing up, as my oldest daughter's favorite color is purple. And so they were thrilled to have you drive these all the way here. It was so generous of you to do so.
We love the trip.
And I believe we're pairing Townie with the frosted blueberry tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is
So
correct.
Townie's such a great,
so-
easy, light, citrusy beer that you always want to pair with something like fruity or something nice and citrusy. The funny part about this is we're getting ready to do a beer with Wareham Hall right next to us. That is a blueberry Townie. So boom, there you go, a little foreshadowing for you. How about
I believe in podcast world we call that a tease.
That blueberry just dances.
We call that
on the tongue.
Garrett.
Really nice. Yeah.
that?
And,
That's
and
actually-
as someone who's been able to try some of the fruited townies that you guys have done, I cannot wait for a blueberry townie. The raspberry was good. I think blueberry is going to be even better. But man, what a pairing this is!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Off the chain.
Mm-hmm.
Is this what we did for the Pop-Tarts Bowl, or did we use strawberry that time?
Well,
Mm.
for that we did the strawberry. We had the unfrosted strawberry because
Oh,
that
yeah.
was
Oh, and
Ken's
Tang.
favorite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And then we
that,
did
that
Tang
didn't go
Party with
well.
it.
Very nice.
I gotta tell you, this is a fantastic pairing. I gotta ask, did you guys straight out of the package, or did you go ahead and toast them beforehand?
I was,
Huh?
gonna ask the same question.
Straight
to you
out.
guys.
Straight out of package.
Raw dogging it.
No, I toasted. I have a little class.
Out of the foil and just straight in. That
Yep.
works. That works. I did toast mine tonight. I did. Had enough time to try and do so. The girls, I've had to fight the children off from the Pop-Tarts for the past couple days because they're like, can we have no, these you can have what's left over. Okay, I'm not a monster. I will allow my children to eat Pop-Tarts, but I had to make them wait. So they're very excited about it. None of the beer. They don't get to do the pairing. They just have the Pop-Tarts. I got to ask, because we've had some conversation on Twitter just about the game and in general. How do you guys feel about Kansas State going overseas to play a game in Ireland in week 0?
Can I be honest?
Put it closer to your mouth.
Of
Oh, sorry.
course.
I'm going to be honest here. I'm bummed that we gave up a home game, but obviously for the kids and the fans, it's an awesome experience. A lot of people we know are going up there for a whole week, and they're doing the whole tourism thing before they even go to the game. So happy for them. Missed out on some sales, but should be a fun game to watch, right?
As
think,
far as football knowledge goes on this, I'm feeling great about K-State. I think it all rests on one kid's shoulder, and it's a lot for him to weigh on. So we'll see how he does this year. But I feel like this is a great year. They're pretty solid across the board. I think there's some question marks at some positions, but for the most part, it's a pretty solid team. I think we might have paused.
No, I was just chewing. I was trying not to chew right into a mic. But I'll say this: it does suck that it's back-to-back years with only 6 home games. But I will personally promise to buy another case of Townie wheat and maybe even a second case of pumpkin batch. I was getting some weird looks, walking out of there with a full case of pumpkin beer on August 12th as it was 100 degrees out there. But I
all
kept just
jealous.
telling folks this is the best beer, best pumpkin beer, best fall beer in the world. So
That is actually we'll talk about that beer when we get to it. But.
I'll say this for the game. I get it. I get why fans are upset when they lose a home game. Completely understandable. I'm not going to fault any fan base for being mad that there's a game that they aren't going to be able to get to that they normally would, especially with it being a rivalry game with Farmageddon. Like I completely and totally understand all of that sentimentality. From an outside looking in, as someone who loves the Big 12 and likes Kansas State and likes Iowa State, I think from a conference standpoint and a fan standpoint, I talked about this with Ryan Nani on the last episode of the podcast. Like, this is such an opportunity for the Big 12. This is such an opportunity for a undervalued and underappreciated rivalry to really get to have an opportunity to get some attention on it that it needs. I mean, it's been slowly getting bigger and bigger. It's a situation where more and more people are becoming aware of this rivalry of the Farmageddon. And I know that it's hard when one of the school's athletic directors tends to treat it as though it's not a big deal. I think we all know who that is. And so I think from a public perception, there's still a lot of work to do for this to become a bigger thing. It's definitely not Kansas State's athletic director. I'll just go ahead and spoil that one. Um, I think this is such a big opportunity for Kansas State, for Iowa State, for Farmageddon as a whole, and for the Big 12 to get this spotlight, this limelight. Um, I know some disagree, but week 0 is becoming more and more of a thing. And I think Kansas State and Iowa State have chosen a time where it's becoming more normal. It's becoming something that people get excited for. It is this great, like, appetizer for the full season. And to get the first ranked on ranked matchup being this game, with some of the ways this game has gone the last few years, I think this is, again, I don't fault any fan for being upset about it. I think this is an incredible thing for the Big 12, for Kansas State, for Iowa State, and a great way to kick off the season. I would love to see the Big 12 have a week 0 game every year, just because I love the opportunity to be like, oh, it's week 0, it's Big 12 time.
Mhm.
Yes, all that. That's also all true. I mean, it is awesome. This is awesome. It is really cool to see K-State on a national level, or not national, on a world level like this, just getting such high praise and recognition. It's really cool. It's really cool.
No, it is. It's awesome. There's a really cool English college football podcast. And I'm gonna have to pull up iTunes because I've forgotten the name, and I hate that. Because they're awesome. It's like the college football podcast over in the UK.
Is it the Nat
and
Combs
they cover
show?
this. No.
Okay.
No. And they
College football
cover.
lads.
Yeah, that sounds right. Hold on. I know.
Well, I know that Taylor
this-
Bratt
what
went
a-
on the Nat Combs show, and he's going to be doing stuff over in Dublin. But
I don't know. Hold on. Okay, this is good. All right, why don't you guys, while I do some searching, because this is a terrible audio. What's our next pairing, fellas? What are we tasting next?
Luck of the Cats.
Microphone.
Oh, yep. Luck of the Cats. My bad. I missed it. What are we? We're pairing the
Look at the Cats
s'mores?
Brown
with
sugar cinnamon.
Oh, brown sugar cinnamon. That
Brown
makes
sugar
that makes
cinnamon.
way more sense. So Luck of the Cats is a really cool beer. This is Adam's recipe. Well, they're all Irish, but this one is specifically Adam's recipe. And I'll let him talk about it.
So yeah, it's Irish cream ale. We did this with President Richard Linton, and he kept saying he wanted an Irish cream ale, and he named Kilkenny as one of the beers. We never got to try what Kilkenny tasted like or an Irish cream ale, so we just winged it and made it nice and creamy. Still has that nice Irish red caramel character and the roasty notes, but yeah, we thought this would go very well with the brown sugar cinnamon. So see how it goes.
Fabulous pairing. The perfect beer, mind y'all, for the occasion of being over there in Ireland. Let me just say, props to President Linton. This was a good call. This was a good suggestion on his part. The show is the College Chaps podcast. College Chaps podcast, UK podcast that covers college football. Phenomenal show. If you guys haven't ever listened to it, go check out College Chaps podcast. I've had them on my show before. I need to do it again. That'd be a good time, fellas. I love. Can I just say the relationship you guys have with Kansas State and the opportunities to collaborate in the way that you get to do with them and create some really, really unique and cool beers and unique and cool flavors, and it's tied to somebody there at the university. It's so cool, and I'm sure it's even like, I'm downplaying how cool it is for you guys being Kansas State fans, being in Manhattan, to be able to have that kind of relationship with the university and people within it as well.
You know, I'm probably speaking for all of us here, but it's really cool, like, to be able to collaborate with, with Connor, with with Al, with athletics, with
Kate Bucknam.
Kate. Yeah, it's great. We got to do a lot of things, but I think one of the coolest things for us is being able to do stuff with, like, professors, collaborating on them with, like, they'll come and, like, they bring students in, like, to tour our facility, sitting down and talk to them about, like, they've done some yeast plating for us and stuff like that. Just on, like, the stuff on the back end I think is probably the cooler part for us, because you get these professors all excited about what we're doing, and then all of a sudden you start seeing them in as regulars and become friends with them, and it's such a fun thing to see. And no offense, I mean, obviously, like, we still have regular friends with all the other athletics people too, but it's not that. It's just cool. Like, the whole rounded experience for us has been really cool, and to see people on that end really like our beer and drink it a lot, it's pretty cool to see. So
One real cool thing with this beer, the Luck of the Cats, the day that we released it to the public, President Linton came to the brewery and he served as a bartender all night. So he was slinging beers to the public, having some beers himself. It was a cool PR thing for him.
Well, what's really funny about it, we met with his events person, and like we were like, all right, so he's like, oh yeah, Rich wants to be a bartender, like he wants to come in and do it. We're like, all right, that's cool. Like, what does he want to do? And he's like, I don't know, just serve beer. We're like, okay. And so we did it. He showed up, and we're like, all right, Rich, get behind the bar. It's time to go. And he did that for like probably 3 hours.
And he talks too much.
He's
a really bad bartender.
Terrible bartender. But then at the end of it, he comes up to us, and he's been drinking this whole time. Everyone's buying him beers, and he comes up and goes, guys, I didn't know I was supposed to be a bartender tonight. You guys just showed up and told me I was doing it. Nobody had told him he was bartending. So we literally came up to him like, all right, it's time to bartend, and then he just popped over and started doing it. It was awesome. It was a good night.
First off, I want to say, I want to say, man, frog in my throat. I want to say, of all the like beer and food pairings we've done on this YouTube live, I think this might be the tastiest pairing. I love Luck of the Cats. Love this Pop-Tart. I think it works better than anything we've done so far. It's delicious. Second off, I want to give a shout out to President Richard Linton, because we won't even glorify the faux drama that happened a few years ago, but under his leadership, K-State now is seeing its third straight year of record enrollment after what was a very, very bad decade of enrollment. So Richard Linton has helped turn enrollment around, and I think he's done great for K-State. And I just want to go on the record with that. And that's beyond him brewing now a second great beer with you guys. So I can't wait to see what his third beer that he does with you guys. I don't know if he can top this one, though. This one's really good.
He's definitely going to try next year, I guarantee it. But yeah, this has been great.
In our live chat, are we going to get a Bosco's beer? You guys going to partner up? Are we going to make something?
So it's hard because, Scott's favorite beer is a pumpkin beer, and we have one. And so we've talked about possibly doing like a barrel-aged version of it, or maybe doing something a little bit different. But yes, we will do something. It's just we just have to do it is the problem.
I'll throw a couple ideas out there to you three. You guys can tell me what piques your interest. While I love pumpkin beer, pecan pie is my favorite Thanksgiving pie. So a pecan pie beer. Another idea, a hoppy wheat beer. Something like that, something a little bit more fun than for a tailgate beer. We'll give Townie a wheat a run for a tailgate beer. Those are the two that I have in my mind. So
okay, I'm gonna immediately get away from the pies. Oh yeah. Get out of here.
No more pie beer.
Oh man, we'll talk about it in a second. But brewing pumpkin, but it is my least favorite beer that we brew by far, just because of the process. And some home brewer came up with this recipe and thought it would be cool to add a whole pumpkin pie to the beer.
We're out to the pumpkin pie one.
I know.
You can skip the pie. Like, I've had some really good like pecan beers before. I've had some that didn't quite work, and I've had some that were absolutely phenomenal. So if it's just about the pecan, Scott, there's
Scott,
I'm curious. What's your favorite what's your favorite fruit?
My peaches, probably.
I was hoping you were going to say something like blackberry.
I mean, blackberries.
So there you go. Okay, so a blackberry. So like a townie, with a blackberry townie, that could.
Well, I mean,
blackberry pie.
Oh, there we go.
So you can still get the crust in there.
Oh, that would be great in the summer.
Blackberry
pie,
right?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Now, I love the idea of pecan pie beer because it is my favorite pie of all time. So I am
Well,
100% down for
I'm
this.
allergic.
See, I don't need stolen
I'm allergic
valor.
to
If you
pecans.
love pecan pie, I don't need it to be the Bosco's Boys pecan pie beer. You can do that. I can just show up and then take an entire keg away with me.
There you go.
I mean, God, no offense. I do get a lot of beers already that are some of my ideas. Most of them are not, but we got to have one of them that's yours. So this is your idea. We're going to make this happen, no matter what Garrett thinks.
We could make that happen, but again, if a hoppy wheat type of thing, because back in the day, my two favorite craft beers back in the day were 80 Acre and Tank 7 from Boulevard. Luckily, you guys came around, and now I just drink exclusively Manhattan Brewing Company, the best brewery in the state of Kansas. Talk to your local liquor stores, make sure they're stocking up. Go see the NBC Lounge in Wichita or the flagship location on Points Avenue. But again, you guys have some great saisons, but like a hoppy wheat, I think that's perfect for the summer, early fall. A good Bosco's Boys, good boy hoppy wheat. Maybe it needs to happen next year.
I will say, in essence, Townie is kind of a hoppy wheat. I mean, we hop it with a bunch of Citra, and that gives it that kind of fruity finish. But
Okay, we're back
Yeah,
to
get more
Bosco's
of a
Boys
different
pecan
hop
pie
character.
beer. Then
there you go.
I am
would drink
stealing
that.
it. Stolen valor.
It's the hoppier wheat. What we'll do.
Yeah, the good boy hoppier wheat.
There you go.
Bosco's Boys, good boy hoppier wheat. I'll still keep thinking about some stuff.
We
I can
have
come up with
actually-
You
some
gotta get a
ideas.
name that works. Could we name the beer after Chauncey though? Does it have to be Bosco's Boys, or can it be named after? Should it be named after Chauncey?
Well, is it a collaboration beer with the podcast or with me, Scott McFarland? Probably the
I mean,
podcast.
he's a member
Probably
of
the
the podcast.
pod.
He's a member
Probably
of
the
the
Chauncey
pod.
deserves his
So you
own
can-
beer.
Yeah, we'll do
Oh, there it
the
is. There it is.
yeah. Oh man, what is he? He likes strawberries. So the Chauncey strawberry sour. No, but you
She-Wolf.
guys already have the Dolly. That's a pink lemonade sour.
Yeah.
We can figure something out.
can't-
I'm
I
just
don't-
now going to co-op every beer for my own vanity projects. Sorry, you guys.
All right.
It's all about me now.
Speaking of beers, because there's some other stuff I want to talk about with Manhattan Brewing Company. What's I believe next on the list is the one that Scott's been waiting for, correct? fellas?
Yeah, I think we were gonna do the pumpkin next. Pumpkin with the pumpkin pie,
Pumpkin pie.
Pop-Tarts.
So, Philip, I like how you talked about how your kids are getting into your Pop-Tarts because so what I did was I went online and ordered all the Pop-Tarts and didn't look at when they were going to be delivered. And all of them came in today. And we were supposed to do this yesterday. So I went on Saturday and bought more so we could have them. And luckily Target had everything. So now I have an ungodly amount of Pop-Tarts because what I bought online, I didn't realize this too. I bought the 32 packs of each one. So my kids have just been going absolute apeshit on Pop-Tarts. And this Pop-Tart is their favorite one. I just want Scott to be proud of them. So the pumpkin pie one is by far their favorite one.
So what you've just said is, if you watch this live or listen to this later, if you go to Manhattan Brewing Company on Saturday to watch the game and ask for a pumpkin batch and a Pop-Tart, they will have that ready for you.
Oh, you're getting one.
Supplies are unlimited.
Oh, there you go. Okay, go to Manhattan Brewing Company on
Is
Saturday.
it on
to watch
tap
the
already?
game.
Not on tap, no.
Nope.
Okay, because I mean,
Jesus.
I want to be there once it gets on tap. Because look, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I feel like every time someone gets a pumpkin batch in the brewery, they're tweeting at Bosco's Boys and at my personal. I mean, it's a movement. Even if someone amongst that trio doesn't like a pumpkin pie beer, doesn't like brewing with beers, it's a movement. You can't stop the movement.
I agree with you there.
Thing. It's a you thing. It's a you thing. It really is.
Okay. This is
Um,
I mean, I was gonna be the best pairing, like as far as like beers. I mean, this is ridiculously good pairing.
Obvious pairing. Pumpkin on pumpkin, death by pumpkin.
I'll say this. This is a fabulous pairing.
Mhm.
I think the brown sugar cinnamon would also work really well
Mm.
Yeah.
with beer just because of that
I agree.
flavor. And I think that would be a great combo as well. Fellas, I gotta ask you about something. There was
I've been waiting
tweet
since
came out
December
earlier
to
this
have
year.
another one of these. Sorry, Philip. I had
okay.
my last one in December. Oh, I'm not kidding. This is my favorite beer in the world. It just feels like football season. It just feels like fall. Sorry,
You
Philip,
can
for
thank
cutting you
Adam
off.
for this. This is his recipe.
Thank you, Adam. I
still
love
make
you.
Still make it with love, though.
You're
I'm
welcome.
gonna
You're
kiss you on the
very
mouth the
welcome.
next time I see you. Watch out, Adam.
Please don't do that.
Okay, well, I respect consent, so I will not kiss you on the mouth.
Perfect.
So I think maybe what
Right.
makes this beer so good is that I make it with a lot of hate in my heart. You have to add 20 whole pumpkin pies to the boil, which is not where you usually add insoluble ingredients, because you have to get that stuff, the pumpkin, the crust, you have to get that back out of the brew kettle. So that goes down the drain into a basket, which I then have to empty 20 times into a trash can. Mind you, this liquid is crazy hot. It's a total, just absolute mess to make this beer. So I think that's maybe what takes it over the top. The extra hate I brew it with.
So is it
So just be
because
clear.
of those extra steps? Is it like the most like labor intensive beer that you guys do?
It certainly makes it far more labor intensive than most beers. Yes.
I
It's
think
probably top 2.
I think it would be the most labor intensive in the kettle on the hot side in the brew house.
Mhm.
Although we did once do an apple pie beer called Apple Batch,
That one's worse.
also my recipe, and that was way worse because the apples don't dissolve or turn to mush at all. They just stay cubed or sliced or however form they were put in the pie. Garrett loves pie beers.
Yeah, they're super.
He's already looking forward to pecan pie beer. He's already
Well,
looking forward
yeah,
to
I
it.
was gonna
Okay.
say pecans probably don't dissolve very well either, so that probably would be a mess as well.
Mhm.
But I think you
Don't-
guys
Don't let
should
that
still do
stop
it.
us.
Don't dissolve.
No, well, I'm only saying because if there's going to be a collaboration, I want to be there as part of the process. If I'm going to actually have to put in extra work, maybe again I'll let you guys own that one, and I'll throw my name on a different recipe that's a little bit less labor intensive.
Now, on collaboration days, extra work for me translates to extra beers for you. So it's all good in the hood.
Okay, fine. Then
Hey,
I'll show up. Like fine, like Bosco's Voice pecan pie beer. We'll come up with something snappier.
Hold up. This might be the thing to get me up to Manhattan.
Yes, absolutely. And we can do another live pairing while we're there.
Got an Airbnb we can
Oh,
put
all
you
together.
in.
Oh,
All right, time out. Because you guys have the Airbnb, I will pay for
You guys have an
Philip and
Airbnb?
his family to stay there the next time Oklahoma State plays in football. I'll pay market rate for a football Saturday.
Boom.
Market rate. I will do that. So Philip has to come up with his. Well, you can choose if you bring your family or not. I'll let you guys decide.
I have 3 small children, 6 of them.
Well, I'll let you make that decision, but I am willing to pay for the Airbnb market rate above the brewery. And if your family comes with you, awesome. If they don't, I will stay with you. And we are going to drink Manhattan Brewing Company dry. And then you'll see Oklahoma State lose by 40 in Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
It's fine. You get me drunk enough. I don't care what happens. It's just
Okay,
like, you know.
this is
Look,
out
I'm
on
here
the public
I'm here
domain.
for a good time, not a long time.
Out on the public domain. We will make that happen. Or he can come up and watch us brew the pecan pie beer.
I mean, I'm happy to watch you come brew pecan pie beer and join in the festivities. Fellas, I gotta ask you a question. Are you guys still looking for investors in the brewery?
We are not right now. Anyway, we
Okay.
we we thought we launched that investment campaign in early February, late January this past year. We thought we would still be raising funds right now. Like, being honest with you, we were like, oh, it'll take time, but it'll be okay. And by the beginning of March, we were turning people away. It was a testament to the people in this town and everybody, like how they supported us. Like, it's incredible. We don't take any credit for that at all. It's literally everybody else and how they come in and how they make the atmosphere great. And, they're the ones that they jumped at the opportunity. So it was a really cool thing. But now we're not taking investors currently, unfortunately.
I'm not going to let
Okay.
you just give all the credit away. What you guys have done in that space, the quality of beer that you have done, do not give all that credit away. I will be the one to say you guys have put out an amazing product. You've done it the right way. So again, the people of Manhattan and the surrounding area, awesome folks. But what you guys have done should not be just, you should not be handing credit away, Jake.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. You got a whole one.
I mean, like,
I do like
to back up Scott here, like, we've done this 3 times now, and I really tried it one other time with another brewery who shall go unnamed. But like I look forward to this so much, and honestly, like, I look forward to just sitting down and having beer with you guys. Like, I really do plan to come to Manhattan and come to the brewery and just actually like face to face time and just sit and chill and chat, because you 3 are you're just good people, and you make an incredible product. And I love every opportunity I have to get you here and talk about you and push you out there and tell any Big 12 fan, like, if you're going to Manhattan, go to Manhattan Brewery. Like, if you're going to go to a Kansas State game on the road, you don't drink, I get it, understand, cool, whatever. But if you're going to go to Manhattan and you're going to go to watch your team, like, win or lose, you're going to have a good time if you go to Manhattan Brewing. That's period, end of story.
Thank
guys
you.
are
Thank you.
phenomenal.
That's
So
awesome.
BYU fans, stay in Utah. We don't need you.
No, look, what happens outside of Provo State. So there's a reason they go to the Las Vegas Bowl a lot before they're in the Big 12. Okay, I think that's the
Well,
thing to take away
you
from
guys
it.
touting
Glad
our
you guys
horn.
got all the investors. Oh, go ahead.
So I just want to say, I mean, obviously, Scott, we love you. Love Bosco's boys. We've loved him for a long time. He's fucking awesome. Everything he does is great. And Scott doesn't give himself enough credit. I mean, that dude has been leading the charge with K-State podcasts through everybody. I mean, he outshines everybody, gets incredible guests on. He works his ass off. Phenomenal job. But no, we absolutely love doing these pairings. I mean, we do a lot of things, and for us to get all 3 of us to here on a night that we probably should be at home, these guys would be video gaming, and I would just be lounging around. It's quite impressive that we, like, without batting an eye, we're all like, yeah, hell yeah, we want to do this. We want to come over and drink beer and eat Pop-Tarts together. Why the fuck not? No, it's awesome. We love these things. This is great.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys for doing this each time you have. Okay. So we've had Scott's favorite beer. Let me just say that porters and stouts are my jam. It's a little warm, but I don't care. So I'm really ready to dive into this last one, because this is my thing. And so
Well, Garrett's already been eating and drinking the last thing anyway.
It's a really nice pairing.
Okay, well, so we got we have the robust porter, I believe is the name.
Yep.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about this guy?
You on?
Nope.
Go ahead. All right, cool. So just your classic porter. Got some nice smoky, roasty character in there. It's nice and dry. Coffee notes in there, a little bit of dark chocolate. And that's what makes this pair so well with this super sweet s'mores Pop-Tart. No, we love this beer. And I don't know if Adam wants me to share this or not, but a little insider information. So we worked at Tallgrass, and we used to make a beer there called Zombie Monkey. This is our homage to Zombie Monkey, heavily influenced by that recipe. Obviously not that recipe, but that was one of Adam's favorite beers I know that we used to make out of Tallgrass. So really, really excited about this beer. Really happy with it, how it turned out. So
fun fact, the first 2 craft beers I ever had in my life where I was definitely 21 was Zombie Monkey and Buffalo Sweat. Those were my first 2 craft beers.
yeah.
So the fact that it's homage, definitely not like for like, but an homage to Zombie Monkey, I applaud you guys. Just delicious. Just delicious.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think any of these pairings missed. Like last time, we probably had maybe 2 that hit.
Well, Tang and
Unfrosted
Condor.
Unfrosted Pop-Tart didn't help.
They were bad. This is fucking great.
It has been 5 stars for all 4 of these. Originally, I thought I was going to say, all right, Luck of the Cats, Runaway, great. Every single one has been 5 stars. I'll ask you 3 this. What is a beer and food pairing that you guys have not done yet that you want to do?
Oh man,
That's a good question. Well, so we just did a beer, bourbon, and barbecue dinner, which is great. But we have this. We're gonna keep this like series going on where we pair up a beer with a spirit or a cocktail theme with food. And one that I really wanted to do for a long time, and we're getting to do in October. We haven't set a date yet, but it'll be beer, rum, and Jamaican food with Jam and Jamaican. A regular food truck that comes to our place and makes killer Jamaican food.
oh man, his jerk chicken is phenomenal. His
Yeah.
his oxtail is off the charts. He makes these little potato dumplings
Oh
that
my
are just
god,
like
the dumplings are so
they're
good.
so good.
All right. So do you guys already have like the menu kind of in your mind, or are you still working through that?
Well, we'll work through that. I mean, just like the spices, like just Jamaican food in general. Like, I mean, like we've had enough of it too. Like that we can work through. Like when he comes, give us the final menu of what he's going to do. We can pair that with the beers that we got going.
But for like a pairing like this, what about like Little Debbie's or something like that? Like
Oh,
oatmeal
Oh,
cream
in here,
pies and
yeah.
no. I was talking about like actual like highbrow culinary because
Oh, gotcha.
you guys
Okay.
you guys do amazing stuff. And again, not to toot your guys' own horn, but all sorts of fun stuff every single day going on at the Points location. So I can't wait. I might have to find a way to Manhattan for that Jamaican food combo because that is one of the best food trucks in the region.
Talking about the shutting down the street thing.
Oh yeah. So, well, I mean, to be a little bit different, not to derail the food pairing part, but speaking of events, we are shutting down Points for the Arizona game. So the Friday night game is it's an 8 p.m. game, and we're shutting down Points, and we rented out a 30-foot projector screen, and we're having people bring their own lawn chairs to sit in the middle of Points and watch K-State versus Arizona. WTC is going to provide the cable to it'll be live. We have awesome sponsors: Visit Manhattan, BHS, and then Steel and Pipe. They've all threw some money at us so we can make this a really cool, free, fun, family-friendly event. But it's gonna be great. We'll have lawn games. We'll be serving beers out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say there is common consumption right now in downtown Manhattan, so you'll be able to buy a beer off of our patio and then sit down in front of the screen and watch, and that'll be September 12th.
Yeah. So if anybody is not going to Arizona and they want a really fun place to watch it, like downtown Points is gonna be badass. I'm super excited about this event.
That sounds like the coolest thing to happen, like on downtown, like maybe ever. That's going to be so. Is this going to set the precedent for big away game watch parties? Are you guys scared that all of a sudden every single away game you're shutting down Points?
We'll do it for home games too if it works real well. Who cares?
Yeah, like luckily WTC is Wamigo Telephone Company. They're like a local cable communications provider here in town. But they're absolutely amazing. And when when Garrett had this idea, then I approached WTC about it. Not only were they excited about it, they were like, they started looking into these, like, the trucks that drive by that have like the big screens on them. They started looking in how much it would cost to buy one. And it was like $160,000. And they're like, well, it's over the course of 11 years, it's only like $1,600 a month. And it's like, holy shit.
Worth it.
Yeah. So the goal is not just once every football season, but it'd be like every away game or every big basketball game or something like let's use this. Let's make it fun and let's make it more like downtown Nashville or whatever.
This is us dipping our toe in the water, figure it out, get all the kinks worked out, all that fun stuff. So
I need
awesome.
this. I need the city of Manhattan to figure out some sort of shuttle system so I can just go to town at Manhattan Brewing Company, before games when I don't have a parking pass and have them drop me off a little bit closer. Pick up some Aggieville losers as well. But that's what I need.
Did you
Who do I
remember?
need-
Were you there for when they had the Aggieville shuttle bus?
So I remember when it happened. So full disclosure, I have a parking pass for most games, but I let my dad and one of his old college roommates take my parking pass and tickets for one game a year. So this year it is the Army game. Well, I'm going to be at Manhattan Brewing Company basically up until the point where I want to head towards the stadium. Now, I don't want to limit my consumption to be a responsible driver. I want to have more than just 2 beers before the game, but I need to be responsible. I need a shuttle.
So that is a goal of mine personally, is to have a like downtown football experience before every home game. I mean, obviously it's tougher because you don't know game times a lot of times, but that is a big goal of mine, is to be like, make downtown the pregame experience where people can walk around and drink and have a good time, and then get on a shuttle and go to the game, or stay downtown and watch the game on a big screen downtown, or stuff like that. But Manhattan needs to like really embrace that and do it, and this is kind of the first foray into that. So
well, I hope it's successful
think,
so I can do that in the future instead of limiting myself to just 2 pumpkin batches.
yeah.
Don't limit yourself to pregame. Just it is a game day event, because look, not just because no successful college town has everyone going to the game. There's plenty of people who stay behind. There's plenty of people who just want to be there for the atmosphere. There's plenty of people who want to be there and tailgate for the entire thing. Being set up for the entire game, it may shut down earlier in the day on an 11 a.m. kickoff, but there's no reason to limit yourself to being the place for pregame. Like, it's the place to be on game day when you're not at the game. So if you're not at the stadium, this is where you want to be.
Yeah, that's on.
And look, I can't wait. I can't. Y'all get me excited. I gotta get out there. I gotta get out there for one of these. Let me just say, I treat porters the same way that Scott treats pumpkin beers, and this being my first porter of the season, fellas,
Right?
Hell yes.
This may have to become my official first porter of the season every year.
Well, and I have been noticing that you have been drinking straight from the crowler, which I
Bravo.
applaud.
That's a good sign.
That's good.
Look, I could dirty dishes, but I'm gonna literally leave the children's playroom and walk straight to bed. Well, I'll brush my teeth. I'll brush my teeth first, because otherwise my wife will be like, "Did you brush your teeth?" And I'll say, "No," and then I'll have to brush my teeth. So I'll just bypass that and go straight to the toothbrush. But, fellas, this is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Oh,
All right, I'm going to throw a scenario. I'm going to throw 3 scenarios for a football game to you guys. You have to tell me the best Manhattan Brewing Company beer for that specific scenario I throw out there. I've drank all of them, by the way. I've not left a drop, so I'm 3 pints deep and almost halfway through that crowler. So just deal with me, Philip. Don't bully me. All right, so the first scenario is, hey, the home opener. Folks are back, 6 p.m. game versus North Dakota. You are showing up right when the tailgate lots open up. You're buying 1 case of beer from Manhattan Brewing Company for that first home game. What are you guys telling them to take to the tailgate? 6 p.m., August 30th.
What are we telling people to drink, or what are we drinking there?
Okay. Okay. You what are you doing?
1,000% tasty IPA, and that's what I'm telling people too.
For an August IPA for an August 30th?
Absolutely.
It's gonna be 90 degrees.
Jeez.
Every one of these beers I would pair with Tasty, or every one of these Pop-Tarts. I'd pair with
It's
Tasty.
horrible
Good.
pairings.
I love tasty IPA.
Tasty's a phenomenal beer. That is horrible pairings.
All right. That's one of them. Jake, what are you going with?
So August 30th. Well, right now we have a beer called Casual Tracksuit. It is an Italian Pilsner. It is freaking amazing. Like, it is probably my number 1 beer that I'm drinking right now at the brewery. But I mean, I am a seasonal drinker. I am a very, very much. I like seasons. I will drink Tasty all year round. I get that, but I do. And but our hazy IPA is great, citrusy, soft, nice body to it. But August 30th game, casual tracksuit, probably Townie. We got Hall Pass, which is the blueberry Townie. I would drink some of that. Wabash.
You're just gonna name all our beers.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
he's just
Hold on.
naming off
I'm
everything.
naming the light beers.
It's the
And
full
I
tap
would-
list.
I would do 2 4-packs of casual tracksuit, one each of Townie, Hall Pass, and then our redacted, which is Wabash with lime, basically a cream ale with lime.
Yeah, the one that used to be Golazo, right?
Yep. Adam.
All right.
All right. Well, yeah, kind of just threw all the beers out there.
We brew like 90 beers a year.
Well, I guess it'll be after the Dublin game, so luck of the Cats. I mean, if we still have some, maybe I'll do that. Bring us a little more luck. Casual tracksuit, like you said, that's my favorite right now. I mean, Tasty IPA is always a favorite, but it's on year round, so give it a break from time to time. Garrett.
He said he said Tasty IPA for every game. So
Yeah.
all right, so
That's my
Def-
pregame ritual.
Definitely Wabash, though. That's what I would tell everyone to get because some of the proceeds go to help NIL, and we need that. We want that.
shout out Curry Sexton. He can't drink beer. All right. TCU. It's homecoming weekend on October 11th. Let's say for a 2:30 game.
Just want to get me out
Case
of
of Tasty.
Case tasty.
Adam, I'll let you go before me on this one. I know your answers.
Well, God, if we still have it, Fest beer. That's going to be our beer. We always tap the third week in September. It doesn't last very long. We made a little more this year, so
Sold out.
hopefully
I think
it
it's
will last a little longer.
homecoming.
Otherwise, I mean, got to throw the pumpkin in there because it's October. Like, got to have the fall beers. We might be trying to get some Schwartz beer, even though that's kind of our recipe, but it was a beer we did with Lawrence Beer Co. And that was the House Divided. Love that beer as well.
Great beer.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I'm a seasonal drinker too, so I start heading toward the darker stuff. If we still have a porter, go with a porter. But yeah, pumpkin and Fest beer. If we have Fest beer, I say all Fest beer. An entire case Fest beer.
Okay, so TCU is November 1st.
Nope, that is October 11th. It's homecoming.
Oh, that's right. So I'm gonna go with Fest beer if it's still there. And then I'm gonna go with Zombie Pirate, which you've heard it here on this podcast first. We've never made this beer. We've wanted to do it for the last 3 years, 4 years. I don't know, 10 years. I don't know how long we've been open. Zombie Pirate. It's gonna be basically it's a blood orange.
New England IPA with blood orange.
So
I'm getting horny.
Ooh, Scott's getting risky. So Zombie Pirate. That time of year. You know what? Jungle King, which is our beer we just brewed it with Sunset Zoo. It is a pale ale with calamansi.
Calamansi. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that fruit, but it's a South Asian fruit. Supposed to be lemon, lime, mandarin orange type.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with just those 3. I like that. I like the crispness, the cleanness of the Fest beer. Then the other 2 are super fun. So,
All right. Well, I originally was going to say, all right, Colorado the Saturday after Thanksgiving, but of course, actually no, I am going to go with that because Oklahoma State's on the road. I will take my own case of Townie wheat down to tailgate to Stillwater. But Colorado, it's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. It's a night game. K-State's undefeated, number 4 in the nation. Coach Prime's coming to town. It's a night game. It's going to be chilly, but no snow. I'm not driving through a foot of snow like I did a couple years ago. So the Saturday after Thanksgiving night game versus Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. What are you telling folks to pick up a case of?
you know what I forgot?
I just had one that we forgot to.
Swag Team 6.
Yep, that's what I was thinking of.
So if Swag Team 6 is still available, I'm definitely drinking that. And then this is a great one for Tasty. I'm like, This is the
Oh, stealing my thunder.
perfect beer for
What
Tasty.
the hell am I supposed to say now?
And then also,
Is Cousin Eddie coming back?
I was gonna say Cousin Eddie is a good one
well,
for.
I was going to say because it's going to be November, it's night game, it's going to be cold. I would say the bourbon barrel aged quad.
Oh yeah, we've got
definitely drive to the stadium before you crack that one open.
that. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, and by the way, I mean that's a great list. I would also throw some pumpkin batch in there as if we still have it, of course, because that's perfect for Thanksgiving time. Why not? But yeah, with the bourbon barrel quad, to touch on that, we've been aging. Yeah, giant quad. I can't remember the alcohol percentage. It's been aging in a bullet 10-year bourbon barrels for almost a year. So in September, we'll be packaging that up and get ready for a good cold winter.
It's gonna be delicious.
Yeah. Otherwise, he picked all the good ones. I mean, you know what this guy's going to say anyway. But
Yep.
but Swag Team 6 forgot about that one. Got to have that coming. Done with the Swag Team. Al Serby and all of his guys.
Hell yeah. Love Al.
Yeah.
Did you say something about a bullet barrel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bullet 10-year bourbon barrels.
Come on, Philip. Philip, come on up, man.
Well, we
Also, again,
we also have another barrel aged beer in Bullet Right whiskey barrels, and that's our Wooden Warbler, which is a Belgian triple. Yeah, going the other way.
and again, the relationship with Bullet, I remember after driving through a foot of snow before that Iowa State game, that Farmageddon game in 2023, I wish I remembered the bartender that night. She said, "Hey, you drove all the way from Topeka and that. You need a shot of Bullet to go with that beer." So again, all the more reason to go to Manhattan Brewing Company before the games. Drink responsibly if you're the one driving back to Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
So,
But it's
so Scott, we call that
the spot.
We call that a
Both, right?
fist bump. So if you go
Fist bump,
any
yeah.
day of the week, you can come to Manhattan Brewing Company, buy a beer, and you ask them for a bullet fist bump, and you get a bullet fist bump next to it for a really cheap price. So
You guys are elite, man. You guys are elite.
So-
Granted, I just love you guys. I love the beers.
I was going to say, I forgot.
Well, I got to talk about my pairing. What I tell them. I got a lot of hate in my heart for Colorado, so I upgrade from the case to a full-on keg for this tailgate party I'm going to have, and it's going to be all tasty, and it's getting slung for free. It's going to be great. Going to make a lot of friends. Anyway, tasty all the way.
Sorry, Philip. I kind of took over hosting by asking them questions. But those are some great
Look,
questions.
I've got-
I gotta say, I'm
I got-
great
we
at
got- we
asking
got a-
questions.
We got a beer and Pop-Tart pairing with Manhattan Brewing. You're welcome to give them the limelight for a while. Like that's not a don't. I went full screen with it because like look at they got the Pop-Tarts in front of the cans. Look at it. That's how you market, folks. That's right. I keep telling you, if you don't have beer and Pop-Tart on the menu yet, boys, like you just need to like. Would you like your Pop-Tart pairing? We have some below. We'll just pop. Here you go. Toasted or none.
We just give them our Pop-Tart menu.
Yeah. Yeah. You say that like I mean, yeah. We would
So-
suggest you come on and be like, we would suggest the porter with the s'mores. You just need someone like a maitre d to come out and do it.
we do need to find another food pairing though that we can all have because we're all in different locations. Something that we can all get and do it with.
Little Debbie's.
Garrett suggests Little
So-
Debbie's, but
We could
he's
do
just
Little
protected.
Debbie's. I'm going to nominate in the heat of summer next year, just generic grilled food. So like just a ballpark hot dog, like a brat, like a cheese. Although, man, you need those hot. That might not work as well.
Look, the one we've teased before that is still the
Little
one to
Debbie's
do
would be good.
is a beer and Halloween candy pairing.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Because we can all find a little mini Snickers, a candy corn, weird fruit flavored Tootsie Roll. We can do all those things. We
Do
could
we
do
want to
that.
like lock
So,
that in?
Yeah, let's lock that in.
well, let's
Halloween is
Okay.
the Friday in between K-State, KU, and K-State Texas Tech, two of the biggest games of the year.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yep. Let's lock that in.
I think we need to. I mean, again, it'll probably have to be a weeknight, but I'm fine with
That's
that.
fine. That's fine.
Not to derail this conversation, but I did in the midst of all this, I remembered that we had another we always have massive events. We have another massive event going on in October, the Friday night before the homecoming game. So October 10th, we are doing Manhattan's first ever beer mile on points. We're shutting down points the Friday night before a homecoming game, and we are going to do a beer mile. So you run a quarter mile, drink a beer, quarter mile, drink a beer, quarter mile, drink a beer, quarter mile, drink a beer at the finish. First ever, and it's going to be phenomenal. And we're also doing a 0K where you basically it all goes to support Purple Paws. You start at one block and you run another block, and then that's it. And
You don't even have to run the full block.
No, you don't have to run it. You can just walk it and bring your dogs and have fun. But it's all going on that Friday night before the homecoming game. Manhattan Running Company and Manhattan Brewing Company teamed up for this big ass event, and it's going to be great. We just need the city to approve it. So hopefully, I know all the city people watch this, so it's going to be good. They're going to see it. They're going to see how cool it is. They're going to approve it right after.
Just out of curiosity, fellas, after you run a quarter mile, what size beer are you drinking?
Yes.
I just want to make sure I know. So the people, yeah, okay. If you can
do
run
you
a
get
quarter
to
mile
choose
and
it?
chug
Do
a
you get to choose
32
which beer?
32-ounce can.
Are you
I would say no. We'd probably stick with like a Wabash, though. I imagine.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't want to have a double IPA or something.
Okay, I'm gonna like start doing like 10-minute Peloton rides, chug a pint, and like do a 10-minute Peloton ride, chug a pint, and see if I can get up for a beer mile.
All right.
Man,
I do have work in the
best
morning.
shows ever.
And Scott's getting on a plane, so we got to wrap this up the way we always do. We got to rank our pairings here, fellas. We got to
oh man,
last to first. And unlike in past endeavors, as we talked about, there are no losers in this one. So, Scott, least favorite to most favorite.
All right, so I'm gonna do this purely on the pairing. Purely on the pairing. So
this is not a beer ring. Every beer is a 5-star.
These are 4 such great beers. All right. The bottom one is Townie and Blueberry. Again, 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. Then it is going to be, again, my favorite beer, but it's going to be Pumpkin Batch and Pumpkin Pie. Then it is going to be Porter and S'mores, and then Luck of the Cats and Brown Sugar Cinnamon. That is, I mean, again, it's 3 5 out of 5s and 1 4 out of 5, but that's what it's going to be. Bottom to the top one more time: Townie and Blueberry, Pumpkin and Pumpkin Pie, Porter and S'more, and Luck of the Cats and Brown Sugar Cinnamon. So that's what it is. I've drank all the pints. I'm drunk.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one to do. I want Manhattan Brewing to go last here. All right, I'm gonna go pumpkin and pumpkin. It's a really good pairing. It's all pumpkin, so it's good. It's good. Then I'm gonna go Townie and Blueberry. It's a great combo. It is, but it doesn't have the panache that Luck of the Cat does with, and Brown Sugar Cinnamon. And Brown Sugar Cinnamon, it just takes it over the edge. And then, of course, I mean, what did you think I was going to pick? I mean,
right?
It's the first quarter of the season, and I'm going to tell you right now, with the s'mores, because the s'mores Pop-Tart, having never eaten a s'mores Pop-Tart before. First of all, I didn't know there were pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts before. That's a thing. That's a new thing for me, and they are not. They were way better than I thought they were going to be. But your porter is fantastic. The marshmallow flavor in the s'mores Pop-Tart, and it's there, paired with the porter. I'm like, I need a real. I want to do this with a real s'mores, like this with a real s'mores. You could just serve that on the menu, and I would eat that every day. I would probably die from like heart attack or diabetes within a week,
it's a
but it
bonfire
would be
beer.
phenomenal.
Bonfire beer.
But
For
this
sure.
is yes, yeah. Bravo, bravo. All right, fellas.
It's like your marketing guy.
That's the name of the beer now.
Oh, man.
I
would say-
Robust Porter is
I
now
remember.
called bonfire beer. That's good.
All right, yeah. So for my pairing, I mean, I the Townie and the Blueberry. That's probably gonna be my least. All of them still great, but that was, I mean, it's easy to pair a wheat beer with a Pop-Tart, I feel like, because the pastry just goes well with the beer anyway. So it's, not doing anything too special. The pumpkin, the pumpkin and the pumpkin is my second. Also very easy combo. We knew it was gonna work. We're not doing anything special there either. The porter and the s'more, my next, and that and the luck of the cats and brown sugar are very close to me. The porter with the roastiness, yeah, it's kind of eating that with the or having that with the s'more, kind of like being by a fire with that roasty character. It's just, it works. But brown sugar cinnamon is my favorite Pop Tart, and luck of the cats just goes just perfect with it. That mellow caramel kind of brown sugar characters that come out of it. I think it was great.
Great ranking. Great
That
ranking.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
So as not to repeat everything Adam just said, because that was almost verbatim what I was going to say about all the beers and the pairings. It was beautiful. I'm going to rank these beers from the ones I like the least to brew to the ones I like to brew the best. So pumpkin batch loses the battle. That beer sucks to brew for obvious reasons. All the pumpkin pie, the lard that doesn't dissolve, the
Such a bitch.
and then yeah, everything else gets first. No, and then
Weirdly enough, how you're ranking pumpkin batch is how I rank you three. So you're at the bottom. I'm sorry. No
That's
mouth
unusual.
kisses for you when I see you. No mouth kisses.
well,
for
that's what, somebody's got to be last. So I play that role well. And then I'm gonna go porter. It's got some dark malts in it that make the lauter troublesome. They tend to, they're more friable, so they blow up in the middle and become a problem during the filtering phase of the
Shouldn't have given him a
lauter.
microphone.
And then Luck of the Irish. It also has Luck of the Cats. Yep, my bad. It also has some specialty malt in it that tends to do the same thing that the malts do in the porter. And then Townie. We brew that one all the time. And it's just second nature to brew that one. So pumpkin, porter, Luck of the Cats, Townie.
Okay, I'll finish it up, and I'm going to go a lot quicker than these assholes did. But I will say this. So pumpkin is going to be my least favorite only because it was the most obvious. I love the pairing. It was great. But I also like being super adventurous. So I think it was like those two together was just like, it was just, oh, yeah, that works. But it was a great pairing. Townie and Blueberry next. Great combination. The next two, it was literally just like you pick which one you want to go with. But I would say Luck of the Cats with brown sugar and finish it off with a porter. The porter was just that with the s'mores was just, yeah, it was like being by a bonfire, just drinking. It was great.
You guys have named it. It's just Rose Porter is now just called bonfire beer. That's the name. You got it right there. Just a picture of s'mores on a can, and you're set. Like
Yep.
I'm saying the marshmallow sweetness with that. Like I want to eat a real s'mores with it, and I'd just die and go to heaven.
We should make a peanut butter version of this and do a Reese's peanut butter s'mores with it.
God. If I was horny before now, I'm just bricked up. A Reese's porter? Oh my God.
Have you never done a Reese's s'mores before?
Oh, I love
haven't done
Reese's
this.
s'mores.
I
I
have
love
done those.
Reese's
Those are
s'mores.
fantastic.
Oh my God.
Garrett,
I mean,
if there's one thing Garrett hates worse than pumpkin pie beer or penny pie beer, it's a peanut butter beer. So that makes me happy, and I really want to do it.
No, I just like
I'm already waiting to figure out what you guys are going to pair with a peanut butter cup for the Halloween pairing.
I think I just named it.
All right, so you want a peanut butter pairing? Got it. We got
Is the
guys,
porter
we need a Reese's.
Is it still going to be in stock come October?
It's winter. Of
We'd
course,
have
there's
to-
a porter in
We'd have
stock
to
in
brew
winter.
it again.
Yeah, we had to brew it again. Which we
You'd have
should.
to brew it in, Philip.
So that porter we actually did. That was a collaboration brew with Rockabilly Deli in Aggieville.
Shout out to Rockabilly.
Yeah, and so that will be exclusively on tap there as well as our place. And so he'll be taking some of the inventory. So if we want to keep it on, we'll have to brew it again. And then we could
So
do
what
a
you're saying
peanut
is
butter version.
Oh,
rob the truck on the
could
way
happen.
to the deli.
100%.
Peanut butter pie. Peanut butter pie.
oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah, peanut butter pie.
Porter. Oh my gosh! I'm
You can
never
do
going
40
to sleep
pies
tonight.
in it.
Delicious.
Double down on the flavor.
All right, so we're doing
amazing.
Reese's. We're doing
Gotta do Reese's.
candy
Gotta do candy corn.
Reese's
Right,
candy
you
corn.
have to.
What are the other
Hey,
two?
You gotta do a Tootsie
iconic?
Roll. You gotta do a
Tootsie-
Tootsie Roll.
Yeah,
It's
Tootsie Roll.
Halloween.
like
You
that.
ever been to a Halloween that doesn't hand out Tootsie Rolls?
I
Yeah.
skipped
What's
those.
What's
Hold
the
on,
you need that fruity
Professionals do
one?
it.
Dots.
We'll let the professionals do it, Philip.
Waxy dots.
Dots are
I'm
terrible.
just
Dots
saying-
are the best.
Yeah, we need
No
to get a
one-
list
Okay,
of
don't you
candies.
ever?
I'm trying
No,
to
we
eat
do not
candy.
besmirch dots.
All right, this is
don't
what we're
just-
gonna do. I'm
Dots.
gonna take
Dots,
like a
dots are the
random.
shit.
I'm gonna take a Wednesday off of work. We're gonna do it on a Tuesday. We're gonna have 17 beers with 17 candies.
I'm in.
Perfect.
Whew.
We're gonna run the
All right,
gauntlet,
load
as
up
we
the trailer,
said.
Yeah.
boys. We'll see.
We're gonna
we'll
run
see.
the gauntlet. Yes.
We're all staying in the Airbnb that night.
Philip abandons his family, comes to Kansas. We're all just doing it in. We forget to hit record, and it's just dudes hanging out, eating candy, and drinking beer.
Just
I mean, we'll just.
I'd like to say we've never done this
We'll do like any
before.
other podcast. We'll just do it from scratch again. We'll just start up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, here. All right, not to completely cut Philip and myself out of this, but have you guys thought about starting a YouTube channel and doing like a bi-weekly Manhattan Brewing Company beer and random food pairings podcast where you guys just eat food and drink the beer and talk about it?
I thought about that just now.
Okay. I need to be at the inaugural episode, and then we can all make fun of Philip while we record that. I will show up in person. My brother lives in Manhattan. I can sleep on his couch if you guys are crashing your own Airbnb. Let's do it. We'll cut Philip completely out of this. It's always been on his YouTube channel. We're cutting him out bi-weekly. I'll come up 17 times a year.
Well, that way the thousands and
And
thousands of
surprise
dollars that he
guest.
makes off this can come to us instead.
Exactly. Philip no longer gets to get rich, and it's you redoing it.
If I was making money, you think I've been doing it in the kids' playroom?
it's a nice playroom.
That is a nice
That's
playroom.
Honestly, the fact you're
This
doing
is
it
where
in
all,
the
no,
playroom,
this is where all the money goes. This is where all the money goes into Lego
That's it.
sets
kind
that
of
I build with my children.
the,
That
the,
Sesame
vi-
Street chat said it ain't cheap, folks. Okay,
the
Okay,
visual
it-
of you
this
drinking
is
the
where my-
beers in your kids' playroom, like it has the ability that like some random TikToker is going to just grab a screen grab and it's going to go viral, and then you and I get fired from our day jobs because it did.
look. First off, my job wouldn't fire me. Second off, do you want to know the most dad mode thing I did this weekend? Is emptying boxes and finding a Nerf gun, and my oldest like begging me for it for 24 straight hours. And so I built her a target out of a cardboard box
that.
so that
That's
she wouldn't
awesome.
shoot her sisters.
That's the stuff.
Yeah.
This is how
Okay,
we win.
congrats
This
about
is how
being
we
married
win.
and having kids. I'm gonna log off and take my dog outside, get ready for a flight. I'm alone. Congrats all you happily loved marriage.
He's alone and he's going to fucking Ireland.
Yeah, well, and I am going with my dad. Shout out to my dad. He's not watching this, but shout out to my dad. Just retired. This is his first big trip post retirement. Shout out to him. I'm a third generation Wildcat. Shout out to my grandfather, my uncles, all that type of stuff. Shout out to Manhattan Brewing Company. Shout out to 1012 Network. If you're watching this and you don't know what Bosco's Boys is, that's fine. Don't listen. We don't want you. Drink Manhattan Brewing Company beer. Send me your pictures. I will retweet all of them, and then I will be at Manhattan Brewing Company before the Army game. If you come up and say, I'm a bonehead, I will buy you a beer. There you go. There you go.
And if you go to Manhattan Brewing Company and say, I need a Pop-Tart, they got you.
We got you.
They'll tell you what beer to drink with it. They'll tell you what beer. They'll be like, yeah, we got a box here right here. There's just an assortment of Pop-Tarts. Pick one.
Feel free to bring your own Pop-Tarts.
Oh,
If you
BYOP?
bring your own Pop-Tarts,
BYOPT?
bring your own Pop-Tarts during the Army game, I will also buy you a beer.
Phenomenal. Fellas, again, thank you so much. Every time you guys do this, it is I cannot thank you enough. This is so much fun. You guys brew an incredible product. And I mean that as someone who enjoys drinking beer. Like this is stupid good. It's a pleasure to enjoy this as my first porter of the not quite porter season. Thank you again. Seriously, you guys do a great job. You're great fellas. You make a great product, and it's an honor and a treat to be able to drink it and talk about you guys.
No, thank you guys so much.
Thank
This
you.
is
Yeah,
this
thank
is
you so
great.
much.
Thank you. Always. This is awesome.
I can't wait till candy.
As always. Oh, beer and candy. So we like, here's a piece of candy. Here's a beer. Oh, Scott, have fun in Ireland. You single son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And he's like, you don't have people who want to hit. Whatever. All right, I'm drunk. Y'all, if you watch this tonight, thank you so much. If you watch or listen later, thank you so much. We'll be back. Oh God, I gotta do this again on a Wednesday. We're gonna make picks, so we'll talk to y'all then.
Thanks, guys.